right.
So
All
you're
right.
anti-pay.
Doing
What's
good.
up?
So I had a chance to just analyze what the last uh, person said. I'm anti, actually. There's two reasons why. When you look at it, are these women even paying taxes for their services?
Why do you care?
So, hmm?
Why do you care?
Well,
Why did
the
why did
reason why I care, the
why
reason
no
why I
no no
care
no no due
is
respect. Hold on, man. You're paying them for a girlfriend experience. Okay.
right.
Are you honestly trying to tell me that you judge that experience based upon business legalities?
It's a business transaction. They're so compensating them. They're paying them for a service. They're on the payroll actually, but are these women
So
even paying taxes?
okay, and if they aren't, so what?
Okay. All
If
right.
they're not,
And
if
here's
they're
the
not,
second point.
if they're not, then
Men, we build the world, right? When we built the world, democracy, we got to pay back in the taxes for infrastructure. Now, if we got 10 people and everything should be equitable,
you're
we got
reaching, man.
10
You're
people.
reaching. You're reaching, brother. You're reaching. When you got to
Okay.
talk this much, you're trying to make a weak point. Even people in the chat room are like, "What are you talking about?" What she pays her
Okay.
taxes. You don't pay her taxes. Then what?
It's not a business. They don't
So
pay
what?
tax.
So
So,
what? So what?
okay.
It's not a
So we don't
business.
have it. So,
So what? It's not a business. It's not a business. So what?
okay. It's not a business. That means it's not fair, which goes into my second point.
Fair.
Men will be,
Fair.
men
Fair.
will be
Hold
judged
on.
on
Hold
a,
on. Hold on. Hold
men,
on. Stop. You can't overtalk me.
mhm,
Fair. Fair. Is that you? I want to
not,
hear what you said.
not,
Fair.
not equitable,
You're paying
not
for a
equitable.
girlfriend experience. How is it not fair?
It's not equitable because men, if we did that, we'll be judged on a different standard, meaning that we'll have different punitive damages.
Has nothing to do. Okay, guys, this is what I mean. This is why I wanted to do this. This is how convoluted this tricking argument becomes. Even people who may be anti, you got to understand that this means nothing. This is a transaction between a man and a woman, and you're worried about structures and equality. What's the downside? I don't even know how to attack this. I think you're just trying to make a point where there's not one.
No, no, I'm
It's
not
not. It's
because
not
actually, if
equitable.
you,
So what? It's sir. It makes no sense. It really doesn't. Let me see in the chat room. Does anybody understand what he's
well,
saying?
Kevin, you pay taxes, right?
Dude, yes, but it has nothing to do with this.
Well,
This is.
I
Do
seen
you
the
when you went
experience.
out on a date with your okay? No, move, dude. I'm not gonna spend time doing that. It's a weak point. What's the objection? They don't pay taxes. Okay, fine. It's not equitable or fair.
It's
In what
not. It's
regard?
the objection.
In what regard it's not fair? What's you're not fair. You're paying for an outcome. You got the outcome.
Right.
Let me
You
explain what
got
he's
the
doing. Let me
outcome.
explain what he's doing right now. What you're doing right now is something I did when I was a young man. When I moved to Houston the first time, and I had never seen homeless people before. Never seen them before. Ever. Minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. There was a guy that had a sign, homeless, need money. I had never seen a homeless person before. I saw an old black man. Minimum wage was $3.35 an hour. I had worked, and it would take a week's work to make like $200. I gave him $5. That was a lot of money for me at the time, but I saw an old black man who had a sign. I gave him that money, and 6 hours later, I'm downtown Houston, and that same black man, I saw him with two OEs, two 8 balls of Old English. I was angry. I was like, that man took my money and went and bought liquor. I thought he was homeless, needed food or whatever, whatever. I called my grandfather who was born in 1919, and he checked my ass. He said, what that man did with his money is none of your business. God put it on your heart to do something, and what happened afterwards ain't got nothing to do with you. Stop trying to control the world. You will only end up frustrated. That's the argument you're making. You're reaching to be, you're looking to be offended. You haven't said why it's a problem. And even the people in the audience are like, what are you talking about? You don't pay taxes. It's not equitable. All right. Do you have a better argument? Or is that the base of your argument? Okay. If you have another argument, I will try this because I really don't want to go round and round about this. Go ahead.
So the other argument is it leads into a stiffer punitive damage for men. Our images, and I understand this is at a different level, right?
It's different
But the
punitive
way it's being
damages for men. How?
right, the way
How?
it's being played out, the way it's being played now is the woman, right? They would go say, well, he did X, Y, and Z. Even if they have an agreement, it still sheds a bad light on the men as opposed to the woman.
I don't understand. Give me an example of what you're talking about.
I give you an example. You pay for your service, right? And both parties agree to, right? Somehow you're a high level man. It comes out right in the news saying like this guy paid for services. Everybody was sorry for the woman. Everybody was saying,
No,
hey,
no, no.
her.
It's just that this is another way of trying to frame the exposure argument. These women don't expose; they go to jail instead of exposing. Heidi Fleiss. You just don't have any good arguments, man. That's what it comes down to.
No,
Sir, no, sir. You said it comes out in the news. The only way it comes out in how's it gonna come out in the news?
Kevin, it's a stiffer punishment for us.
How is it? No, you're missing it. How would it become public? It came out in the news. How did it get there?
Everything goes public nowadays.
No,
Kevin,
it doesn't.
Down the street.
Heidi fucking Fleiss, the LA madam, went and did federal fucking time instead of exposing her black book of powerful clients. You don't. So you're talking about a different scenario. You keep trying. There's no expose.
Let me ask you a question. Don't expose. Can I ask you a question?
Nope.
Can I ask you a question?
You've already, sir. I'm trying to be. No, I'm trying to be as. I got other people to get to. I've given you many opportunities. I've given you plenty of opportunities. Okay.
I got one question for you, Kevin. That's
all right. Have a good day. First off, who are you?
Alexander.
How old are you?
20.
How many men do you work with? How many men do you work with?
I don't understand what you're saying.
How many men do you work with or coach?
None.
Okay. Why does your opinion matter?
Everyone's opinion is valid.
No, it doesn't. No, that doesn't. 20-year-old guy who's doesn't know shit. You got an opinion, but you have no lived experience. You're 20. I'm 50. You think your experience, your opinion matches my experience? Go ahead. Enlighten us.
Well, no, but
enlighten us. Enlighten us. Enlighten us, 20-year-old. Go ahead.
Well, no, I was just simply saying that you're coming off as if I have no problem with self-improvement. I'm a firm believer in self-improvement amongst all men.
Right.
But at the exact same time,
hold on, Alexander. Am I coming off like saying something I know?
Halfway.
Huh?
Halfway.
Am I telling you what I know?
But what you know?
Am I telling you what I know? Am I telling you what I know from my lived experience? And I've given plenty of examples of people I've worked with, and you listen to the guys I just talked to. Am I telling you what I feel, what I think, or what I know?
What you think?
No, I'm telling you what I know. That's why I've been able to demonstrate it for the last 3 people. So you're telling me how I'm coming off, but I'm coming off with what I know. If it's real, what difference does it make how it's coming off? That's your feelings. 2 + 2 is 4, no matter how you feel about it. Proceed. I just had 3 calls with men, and they all said, wow, thank you.
I just find it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I just feel like you're going really hard on a lot of
feel like it. What would your father say?
I'm pretty sure my father would be very proud of me.
No. What would your father say about the things I'm saying to these men?
He would say that you need to be,
Your father was
you
in the
know,
household. Your father raised you,
no,
right? But mama raised you,
yes.
right? Look in the chat room, and everybody's saying the same thing. You look in the chat room, no one's co-signing with anything you're saying so far. At 300, I'm on 400 people watching. I got 3 men that I just talked to, and 400 people in the chat room. You're the one standing in opposition. What's not like the other things? Is it
No,
me? Is it me?
no, it's not that. It's just we're living in a society full of women who just truthfully just don't deserve half of the stuff that you're saying. Like,
They don't deserve,
I
really.
just,
Okay, tell me what happened the last time you had a relationship with a woman.
it was terrible.
Okay, when? How long ago was it?
4 years ago.
4 years ago. You were 16?
Yes,
How long were you in this relationship?
about a year.
So you were in there from 15 to 16. How old was she?
Uh, can't recall, but about the
Yeah.
same age.
Hold on. You hold on. That does not compute. You don't recall the age of your relationship?
No, I don't think about stuff like that every day.
No, sir. No, sir. You were 16 4 years ago. You don't recall the age of a woman you said you were in a relationship with for 1 year?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. It's called truth. And that sounds like a lie.
Okay, sure.
How old was she?
That's not the point.
Okay. Again, I know, guys, this is the young men we're talking. Notice that the 20-year-olds are the ones that have all the pushback and the feelings.
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. It's called truth. And that sounds like a lie.
Okay, sure.
How old was she?
That's not the point.
Okay. Again, I know, guys, this is the young men we're talking. Notice that the 20-year-olds are the ones that have all the pushback and the feelings. But I'm asking this 20-year-old man just to tell me, how long ago was your last relationship? 4 years ago. You were 16. How long was it? 1 year. So you started that when you were 15. Yes. How old was the girl? Doesn't matter. Don't know. Why the defensiveness? It's just a fact.
Well, I just hate how you just going on men
I'm
all
not
day.
going in on men. I'm talking to you. And I'm just asking you facts about yourself. You said women don't deserve these things. Okay, I did not say they did or didn't. I'm asking you what happened the last time you were in a relationship. You said it was horrible.
We're the same
Let's
exact
talk about
age.
it. How old was she?
The same exact age.
Okay, she was 15 years old. All right.
Yes.
And why were you, and you guys, was she your official girlfriend?
Yes, she was my official girlfriend.
Okay. So you guys were both 15 to 16, and you said it was horrible. What happened?
She cheated on me.
Okay. She had sex with somebody? Not trying to embarrass you, man. I'm just trying to understand.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
Yeah, that hurts. I understand. Did you guys have sex?
No.
Okay. Are you still a virgin?
Yes.
Okay. This is trauma. I'm not discounting your level of hurt, man. I know. I remember what it feels like to love somebody and have them hurt you. Have you dated anyone since then?
No, I've not.
Okay. So would it be fair to judge all of womankind based on what one 15-year-old woman did 5 years ago?
Well, I said that until a lot of my peers and looking on YouTube, I realized it's a lot of men.
Young man, I asked you a very pointed question. I didn't ask you about all the videos you watch and everybody else's experience. I'm asking you about yours. Would it be fair to judge all of womankind by the thing that one 15-year-old girl did 5 years ago.
No.
Right. So when you start telling me how women aren't this and women aren't that, I'm telling you, you have not had enough experience with women to know anything. You've had your heart broken, stomped on, crushed. I get it. And there are far too many young men like you that, like I said in my earlier stream, today's modern woman has had more sexual experience, is more sexually aggressive, more sexually dominant than her male counterpart. That's what you just explained. I'm not coming off to men as anything. I'm telling you what I know. See, if you had been the one who had sex in a relationship and she was the virgin and you cheated on her, what would she likely be saying about men? Men are dogs. But you're the one, still a virgin, who has not addressed his hurt. What are you doing about addressing? Well, first of all, it's been 5 years and you were together for 1 year. At what point do you feel like you should have moved on and healed?
No. A long time ago.
Exactly. So why haven't you tried? Just the
Can't
dating.
trust them.
You can't, again, you are telling me, okay, so if you told your father what you just said, he'd be proud of you?
I mean, he's kind of a womanizer, so probably not.
Well, he's reproduced them. So no. So you had hurt, and you think as a man, because if you're talking about all these red pill spaces, we're supposed to be men, leaders, builders, and all this other kind of stuff. How are you being the man and having the burden of masculinity if you're afraid to even try? Because all the guys you follow and the channels you
I don't
watch,
think men should be obligated to do that.
You watch Donovan Sharp?
Say it again, sorry.
What channels do you watch?
YouTube channels?
Yes.
Steph is cold.
Has a girlfriend.
Yeah, but
He has a
it's not for
girlfriend.
everyone.
He has a girlfriend. So as much as he talks about killing the beta, he's got a girlfriend. Live in. Next.
Let's see. I watch a lot of gaming videos, of course.
Relationship videos, the relationship stuff.
Relationship videos. Okay. I watch, of course, BJ Sitmore.
Been married, has children.
Okay. Well, I don't take their life habits. I take their knowledge and apply it.
And BGS would tell you, if BGS was here, he'd tell you what? That one experience with one 15-year-old 5 years ago is enough to sit around and sulk and be upset with all women. I know BG as well. He'd put his foot dead in your ass. I can get him online if you like.
I just don't think that men you don't really need a relationship to be happy. I just don't believe that.
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm actually kind of happy.
In the chat room.
Yeah.
Chat room. In the chat room. I need this. How many people, by raise of hands, think this person on this call is happy? If you think this person sounds like a happy man, put a 1 in the chat room. If you think he sounds like a man who's unhappy, put a 5 in the chat room. And here come the ones. Young man, you're not happy.
Well, they believe that a man can't be happy.
Here's the thing. You're not happy, and it's not an insult. See, what you got going on is several things. One, you got daddy issues. And this is not an insult. Guys who weren't properly raised by a father like myself, we have problems listening to men in authority. We certainly have problems listening to people tell us about our current situation. We feel like they just don't get it. Young men are always, especially when you guys are in this developmental phase between high school and truly being an adult, you're still trying to find yourself. So you're not a little boy, but you're not a full man yet. No one takes you seriously. You're at the lowest of your sexual marketplace value. You're at the lowest of the rank on the totem pole. So you're always trying to feel like you're trying to be a man that you're not fully there yet. You have a mother that raised you, but you really don't know what it is to be a man. You have not validated yourself through sexual conquest. You have not validated your manhood or masculinity through standing up for yourself. You've not acquired a woman and actually got her on your planet. A lot of things in life that haven't happened. So, of course, it would make sense to say, well, it's easier to just not do that. You don't need those things. Well, okay. Everyone that you follow has had those things. You haven't. And you saying you don't need them. See, you can't say you don't need something if you've never had it. Here's the reality. You didn't want to have your heart broken, but you did. You don't want to be a virgin, but you are. You'd rather be sexually confident and assured and feel like a self-actualized male on the verge of becoming a full-fledged man in control of his life, but you're not. And you have no idea how to get there. You have no guide. You don't even have a father to talk to. So you're frustrated. And in a lot of ways, you feel alone. So it's easier to get mad that you can actually tap into, but it doesn't get you anywhere. Go back and look at the chat room. 456 people watching. I'm not trying to hurt you. But everyone in the chat room, from Black YouTube, you see all kind of people. And they're hearing the same thing, young man. So when you say, you feel like I'm coming down on men, you feel like I'm doing this, I'm not telling you what I think, I'm telling you what I know. And if I wasn't talking to you, you'd probably be able to understand what I'm saying to another person, but it's personal to you. Let me give you this. You're too young to quit. There's no way in hell you should quit on life because one girl cheated on you. If you choose to be a IPMOR, a MGTOW, or whatever, after you really understand what women and relationships are about, great. But you haven't even, I don't want to go that deep, but what's the furthest you've ever been with a woman? First base, second base, third base? How far?
I guess for going by 1 to 5, I guess 1, maybe 2.
So you kissed?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever seen a woman naked in person?
Porn.
Okay. Have you ever seen a woman's breast in real life, in a romantic situation? That's second. No. Okay, that's second base. Third base is actually fingering her or playing. Okay, so you've been to first base. Alexander, understand that most guys had that happen between the 5th and 8th grade.
Oh, wow.
No insult, brother. No insult. Between 5th and 8th grade. You're 20 and you're in college or not?
Yes.
You're in college. In college is the last time you're going to have this much. Are you living on campus or no?
No.
But on college is the last time you're going to have that much access to women around your same age. Once you graduate, you'll be living in a house or an apartment. There won't be this amount of access of people your age. And you're walking around with this chip on your shoulder. At what point do you think you'll end up actually losing your virginity, getting anything further with women when you're not even around them? And these are guys like you I talk to all day. How am I able to diagnose you if I'm not telling you what I know, young man? That's why you're not pushing back anymore, because you haven't realized, goddamn, he's reading me like a book because I know what I'm talking about. And like the title says, women aren't your enemy. They're not your problem. Your problem is different. Because there are plenty of men today, even in this Me Too environment, that are happy with the women that they've chosen.
I understand.
So how's Alexander going to get life on track to be happy with his options, whether or not you choose to be married or not, the option to do whatever you want? Because what I haven't heard you tell me is if you had the option to be around beautiful, feminine, inspirational, hot women who want to get on your program, I'm not hearing you say, I would turn them completely down and play video games.
No, but for my purpose, yes.
But for your purpose, that means you'd still be on your plan. I'm on my purpose and I got a rotation. Alpha Male Strategies is on his purpose and he's got a rotation. Women don't have any problem.
Well, it's for different men. It doesn't necessarily work for me. I can't multitask on that.
You keep saying what you can't do. You don't know. So what you can't do, honestly, what you can't do is you can't stand up to women. You can't check women. That's why another reason you're angry with women, because they won't do what you say. But they won't follow you because they sense the bitch in you. They sense the beta in you. They sense the mama's boy in you. They don't respond like video games or computer programs. They respond to strength, surety, leadership, not your logic. You cannot bulk in the shit out of women. You got to speak an emotional language that you lack. They frustrate you because you don't understand them. And you can't get what you want from them. What you truly desire from them is you desire them to love you like your mama did. Unfortunately, no one will love you like your mama did. Women are not supposed to love you unconditionally. They're supposed to love you with condition. Because you're a man, you're supposed to go out and deliver. Hypergamy exists for the betterment, because if not, we'd have a bunch of shiftless, lazy things going on in the world, and we'd still be living in huts and caves. Women aren't your enemy. Do you understand now? Is it a little bit more clear?
Yes, I will look at it from a different angle.
You got to continue to grow, brother. Don't stop saying can't, won't. Open your mind. Thing is, be red pill. Be aware. Understand female nature. Understand it all. Don't be a fool. I'm not promoting anybody to be any fool. But you don't go through life cutting off things.
Learn to sound. Listen to Kevin.
Also, just don't. I think we did some good work. Okay.
Hey everyone, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel as we do our commentary on Mr. Kevin Samuels. First of all, before we proceed, let's give respect to him because he has more amazing work, educative work. In these videos, we talk about how to navigate your own ways around men and women, how to deal with the society. We talk about communication skills. We talk about single parenthood, single motherhood, single fatherhood. He gives guidance and more educative videos, relationship, and how to handle your weight and other stuff, related stuff. Before I proceed, allow me to say this, and this should be a key that will stick in your mind. There is no way you're going to work on your past life before admitting the past. Sit down, admit the past, then decide to move on, so that you can make your past to be the collective version in the present. The mistakes you made in the past life to be the collective version. Here we are. We have this man. Today we are working on a male, and he claims to be a virgin, and he claims to be whatsoever he's doing. But according to me, how I'm listening to his statement, there might be some hidden things he's hiding. Though, one thing, most men are respectful more than our gender, we ladies, because a lot of ladies that could call in Mr. K's show, they could just come in just to argue. But I like the calmness of this guy and the way he is trying to understand or to listen. I don't care what if he is listening or he is picking a leaf, but at least the communication, for that, allow me to credit the communication skills. But him personally, he looks confused. He doesn't know what to do next. First of all, single mothers and single fathers, this should be just a lesson to you guys. You should learn how to handle your kids, how to handle your ways, how to help them or educate them, to teach them so that they can stand in front of their mercy upon them. And to the ladies, please, 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 and please, let's try to improve on our communication skills. Let's try to improve on our pride. Let's try to improve on what you're doing, because pride is not taking you anywhere. First, work on yourself, and all will flow in the way you want. That brings us to the end of today's video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the Spotlight News. And remember, we are in the season of donating, because the year it's almost ending. You can give the street kids. You can donate to those who are lacking, your neighbors. It can be clothes, or you can share food, or you can share soap. Anything that you can share with, and God will bless you abundantly. Since we are ending the year, let's end the year with those ones who are happy. And before we go, allow me to pray for those who are in the hospitals looking for prayers, those who are giving up. Allow me to tell you that just stand and be like, yes, I can do this. All in all, God will bless you in one way or the other, and you will see the future tomorrow, and you just sit and believe in yourself, and you're like, I can do this, I can do that. May God bless you, and good night.